Welcome to Grow Bio channel. In today's video, we're going to see about 2008 DBT BED question paper, part B, solved with explanation. Session 1. Protein sequence comparison is more sensitive than the nucleic acid sequence comparison because these are the options. The answer is option D, codon bias, because in different organism, different codons are used. This is known as codon bias. For example, AUU, AUC, AUA, these all code for single amino acid, that is isoleucine. Consider two organisms. In organism 1, AUU is predominantly used, and in organism 2, AUC is predominantly used. Here you can see the DNA which is transcribed to mRNA and translated to protein. Okay. In different organisms, same protein will be produced, okay, but their codons are different. So by comparing the codons, we can know that these came from two different organisms. So protein sequence comparison is more sensitive than the nucleic acid sequence comparison because nucleic acid sequence has more introns in it, okay, whereas this protein sequence are byproduct of exons, that is coding part of nucleic acid. So the protein sequence comparison is more sensitive than the nucleic acid sequence comparison. Next question. Sickle cell anemia is the example of single nucleotide polymorphism or. So these are the options. And the answer is option A, adenine to thymine mutation. The GAG codon, that is glutamic acid, is changed to GTG, that is valine. Because of this, the RBC shape is changed to sickle cell shape. So, they have poor oxygen holding capacity and the blood flow becomes slow and sometimes blocks the blood vessel because the sickle cell shape is small and they are easily to, that is they produce the clogs in blood vessel. The sickle cell anemia is caused by autosomal recessive pattern, that is hemoglobin B gene mutation. So it is known as HbS disease. S stands for sickle cell anemia. Hb is hemoglobin. So hemoglobin sickle cell anemia disease. So these disease is caused by autosomal recessive gene, that is both parents must be mutated for HBB gene. So then only the progeny will get the sickle cell anemia. Here you can see the GAG codon which is changed to GTG, that is valine. So because of this the sickle cell anemia occurs. Next question, which of the statement about the translation is false? These are the options. The answer is option A. So here, during translocation in the hybrid site model, the tRNA attached to the nascent polypeptide chain is in P site of the small subunit and A site of the larger subunit. So this is wrong because E site, P site and A site, these three sites will be produced, these three sites will be present in the larger subunit, okay. Whereas in this statement, it states P site is present in the smaller subunit. So this statement is false. Smaller subunit reads the mRNA and larger subunit facilitate the amino acid chain synthesis. Here you can see the smaller subunit which reads the mRNA and then only the tRNA and larger subunit comes. So when it comes, it produces the amino acid chain synthesis. Here you can see between the P and A site, that is between the peptidyl and amino acid synthesizing A site, there is peptidyl transferase. So what happens, the peptidyl transferase will be binded to the A site tRNA amino acid which has NH2 free end. So what happens, it attracts the COOH end of the P site amino acid so that at last it forms the CONH bond, that is peptide bond. And what happens after giving the amino acid, the tRNA in the P site will be moved to the E site. Okay, and then it will get exited. So E site is the exit site. So this is the process of translation in simple statement. So next question, for the folding of a linear polypeptide into a compact tertiary structure, that is globular in nature, the change in entropy is known to be negative. And in order to the folding process to be thermodynamically feasible, the overall change in enthalpy based in intermolecular interaction should be. So the options are given. The answer is option B, negative. So because the reaction should be thermodynamically feasible. Feasible means it is likely to occur, that is it should occur spontaneously in the nature. Okay, means it should occur spontaneous. So del G, that is change in free energy, should be negative. That means it should be the exothermic reaction, that is heat should be liberated in that reaction. Heat is liberated means del H equal to negative. Consider the hot water in the room. What happens? It is thermodynamically feasible reaction, that is it occurs naturally. It means the reaction is spontaneous, so the del G, that is change in free energy, is negative. That is final energy is less than the initial energy. It means it liberated the energy, that is it is the exothermic reaction, that is heat is liberated from that water. So del H, that is enthalpy, should be negative, that is heat is liberated, so enthalpy is, that is del H is negative. Next question, CAMP regulates the lactose operon by, these are the option. The answer is C. In absence of glucose, the CAMP increases, that is CAMP is the hunger signal and it forms the complex with the CAP site. So CAMP site complex forms and they bind to the CAP site of the gene. And what happens? Lactose catabolism, that is transcription, occurs faster. The lactose catabolism will occur only when the absence of glucose and presence of lactose. Even a last molecule of glucose is present, the lactose catabolism will not occur. To know more about this, I will give link in the description below about the lac operon. You can go through it. Thank you. Subscribe to our Grow Bio channel, and if you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section below. If you need more videos on DBT bed, please comment in the comment section below so that I will know many are in need of this. If you have any doubt, please comment in the comment section below. Subscribe. Thank you for watching. Welcome to Grow Bio.